Hello, naririnig niyo ako? Send ko muna yung inyong attendance. Ayan po yung attendance na nasa chat box. So, start na tayo. So, welcome sa ating fifth week ng General Mathematics. Naka-survive tayo for 1 month kahit mahirap at napakaraming struggle. Okay, so proceed na tayo. So, pray muna tayo. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Panginoon, sa araw na ito. Salamat, Panginoon, sa buhay at kalakasan na patuloy binibigay sa bawat isa. Lord, give us the knowledge and wisdom, Panginoon, na kailangan namin para sa aming pag-aaral. Kayo ang siyang manguna at gumabay sa lahat ng aming gagawin. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so ang attendance yan sa chat box na. So, kanya-kanya na lang kayo ng encode ng inyong mga data, ng inyong pangalan. Okay, so proceed tayo. So, today we are going to tackle 2 modules. So, we have Module 18 and Module 19. So, yung Module 18 distinguishes between exponential function, exponential equation, and exponential inequality. So, this is the same with the topic na pinag-aralan natin before, which is, alamin lang natin anong pagkakaiba ng function, ng equation, at ng inequality. Yun nga lang dito, gagamit na tayo ng exponential. Unlike yung before, pinag-aralan natin kasi about function, about rational function, pero still the same lang siya. Okay, may pagkakaparehas din sila. Okay, so definition muna tayo. Sabi dito, an exponential function is in the form of f of x is equal to b raised to x, where yung ating b, yung ating base, eto po, that is, hindi raw siya pwedeng maging negative number, hindi siya pwedeng maging zero. That is more than zero dapat. Mas mataas sa zero. Also, kailangan hindi daw magiging equals to 1 yung ating base. So, ibig sabihin siya ay nasa pagitan lang ng 0 to 1, that is fraction, or mas mataas sa 1. So, 2 pataas. Okay? Tapos yung ating x, that is any real number. So, kahit anong number pwede sa kanya. So, positive, negative, or zero. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, yan nga. So, this is our base, yung ating b, and then yung x, that is our exponent. Okay? So, pagka sinabi natin exponential function, kailangan yung ating variable, kailangan nasa exponent. Okay? Wala tayong makikita sa base na variable. Walang x dito, walang kahit anong letter na magiging variable doon sa ating base. Kailangan lahat ng ating variable nasa exponent. Nakukuha po?
Opo.
Okay. So that is why it's called exponential. So from the word exponent, nandun yung ating variable. Okay, so bigay tayo ng example. Sabihin nyo kung ang mga sumusunod is an exponential function or not. So this one. Is this an exponential function or not?
Sir, exponential.
Yes, very good. So this one is an exponential function kasi meron tayong exponent na variable. Sunod. This one, is it an exponential function or not?
Exponential po.
Really?
Not,
So this
sir.
one is not. Bakit po?
Not.
Negative.
May
Meron
negative
tayong
po.
negative na base. Bawal tayo magkaroon ng negative na base. Sunod. Exponential function or not?
Exponential po.
Really? This one
Hindi.
is not.
Ang ano,
Bakit?
Not po.
Negative.
Okay, may negative tayo na base. Next.
Not, sir.
Not. Bakit po not?
Wala pong exponential variable.
Okay, wala tayo exponent na variable. Ang variable natin nasa base. Mali po yan. Okay, kailangan nandito saka ratio. Dapat ganyan. Okay? Sunod. Exponential function or not? Hello? Hello?
Not po, sir.
Exponential, sir.
Okay, very good. Exponential po to. Wala naman tayong pakialam kung anong number yung lalabas dito sa ating exponent, di ba? Basta nandun yung variable natin, di ba? Sabi any real numbers yung ating x. So maybe positive, negative, or zero. So that is our exponent. So dito naman sa ating base, wala naman siya nilabag. That is a fraction. So between 0 to 1. So that is exponential function. Okay? Sunod. This one.
Not, sir.
Not
Why
po.
not?
Not po.
May negative yung...
Negative po yung
Yung
ano
ano?
bang tawag doon?
Yung ating base.
Yun.
Yung ating base, meron siyang negative. So that is not exponential function. Next.
Not po.
Yes?
Not po,
Exponential.
sir.
exponential po.
Exponential?
Exponential.
Not po, sir.
Not. Nasaan ba yung
Why?
ating ano? Yung ating variable? Nasa base.
Katabi lang
Nasa
po.
baba po.
Nasa baba, di ba? Ka-level lang siya ng number. So, ibig sabihin, nasa base siya. So, that is not. Kailangan ang ating variable ay nasa exponent. Ang exponent lang natin dyan ay 3. So, that is wrong. Okay? Question po. Question. So, yan po yung ating chapter 18. Ganun lang pong kadali. Sasabihin nyo lang, hindi pa. Introduction lang pala yan. Sorry. Another. So, an exponential expression is an expression with variable in the exponent. And sabi ko sa inyo kanina. So, pagka sinabi natin exponential expression or kailangan yung expression natin may variable siya na nasa exponent. Okay? So, kapag walang exponent yung ating kapag walang variable yung ating exponent, that's not considered an exponential expression. So, halimbawa, ganito. So, halimbawa, nagdagdag tayo dito ng another number na i-multiply natin or nag-add tayo ng another constant doon sa ating expression or nagdagdag tayo ng another constant doon sa ating tawag dito, exponent. So, wala tayong pakialam dyan. As long as na yung ating exponent ay meron siyang variable, ito po yun. At the same time, yung ating base, meron tayong greater than 0. At the same time, hindi siya nag-equal to 1. So, still, that is an exponential expression. So, basta itong mga rules na to, yung base natin, that is greater than 0. Yung base natin, not equal to 1. And yung x natin is any real numbers. Wala po tayong problema. That is considered exponential expression. Okay? Another. Sabi dito, exponential function. This is a function na nag-i-involve siya ng exponential expression. So, kailangan, pagka sinabi nating function, dapat naka-form siya into f of x. Di ba? Function. And then, at the same time, exponential expression siya. Ibig sabihin, kailangan yung base natin is greater than 0 but not equal to 1. And then yung ating exponent kailangan yung ating variable nasa exponent, and then at the same time, any real number siya. So, yeah, that is exponential function. So, pagka sinabi naman natin na exponential equation, so equation to. So, pagka sabi natin equation, kailangan may equals. Di ba? And then, involving exponential expression. And then, exponential inequality. So, inequality siya. Ibig sabihin, pagka sinabing inequality, meron tayong mga symbol na less than, greater than or equal, or less than or equal, and even not equal. So, that is inequality symbol. So, kailangan, yung rules natin sa pagkakaroon ng exponential expression, nandun din, hindi din mawawala, which is greater than 0, but not equals to 1. And then, ang x natin is nasa exponent, which is any real numbers. So, pagka ganon, that is an exponential inequality. Question po. Okay, proceed tayo. Bigay tayo ng example. So, sabihin nyo kung yung mga sumusunod is an exponential function, exponential equation, inequality, or none of the following. So, wala doon sa mga sumusunod. So, this one.
Exponential function, sir.
Really?
None of these.
Ano this? Ano ba yan? That is a cubic function. Wala naman tayong variable doon sa ating exponent eh. So, none of this. Wala po sa pagpipilian. Sunod.
Exponential equation.
Okay, very good. So, meron tayong equals. So, that is why exponential equation. Sunod.
Exponential equation.
Okay, very good. Exponential equation. So, meron tayong equals. Meron tayong variable na exponent. So, that is exponential equation. Sunod.
Exponential.
Exponential inequality.
Inequality po.
Not
Really?
none of these.
None of
None of this. Very
None of this.
good.
OMG.
None of this. Bakit po?
Kasi po nasa base po yung
Wala pong
Okay,
exponential
nasa base yung
variable.
ating variable. Okay, wala siya sa exponent. Sunod.
Exponential inequality.
inequality po.
Exponential inequality. Very good. Sunod po.
none of this.
None of these.
Okay, none of this.
None.
So, the same lang yan ng una. Which is linear to. This one.
None of this.
None of this.
Why none of this?
Negative po yung base.
Baka negative po yung base.
Exponential equation po.
Mm. Tama na nga yung una eh. Okay, so that is none of this. Kasi meron tayong negative na base. So pag kami negative na base, that's not considered an exponential. Kasi nilabag niya yung rules ng pagiging isang exponential expression. Di ba? So that is none of this. X. This one.
None of this.
None of these, sir.
None of these.
None of this.
Really? So this one is an exponential equation. Bakit po? Nakita niyo yung rules natin kanina, yung form. Di ba nakalagay doon, we have A times B raised to X minus C. Di ba? Tapos may plus tayo dito, plus. Anong binigay natin dito? Plus D.
D.
So ito yung form natin kanina. Ito pong negative na to, yan ay nasa dito po, negative A. So ang tinitingnan lang naman natin na rules, lagi, pagiging exponential expression ay ito lang pong form na to. Okay? So kahit anong iduktong mo sa kanyang number na i-multiply mo sa kanya, so ito yon, or isa-subtract or i-add mo or i-multiply mo doon sa ating exponent. Ayan po, negative C. And then kung ano iduktong natin doon sa ating magiging expression, mag-add tayo, mag-subtract tayo. So, wala po tayong pakialam sa mga yon. Ang kailangan lang natin makita dito is yung magiging exponential expression natin. Ito pong form na to. Di ba? So, as long as na dito sa form na to, wala tayong malalabag, wala siyang negative base, wala siyang tawag dito, wala siyang positive 1 na base. So, wala po tayong magiging problema. So, this one is an exponential equation. Nakuha po?
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Question?
Opo,
Any
sir.
question? Wala nang question? Sige, baka mamaya meron kayong question. Sabihin nyo lang, ha? Okay, so proceed tayo. We have the solving exponential equation and inequality. So dito, magsasolve lang tayo, which is hanapin lang ulit natin si X na ayaw niyong hanapin kasi wala na kanyang value. Pero may value pa rin siya. Hindi tayo makaka-move on kung hindi tayo matututo kay X at hindi natin makikita yung naging value niya sa buhay niyo. Oh, di ba? So, let's find. Sabi dito, using a one-to-one property. So, sabi dito, kapag daw si X sub 1 is not equal to X sub 2, ibig sabihin, noong siya ay naka-exponent, yung base natin raised to X sub 1 is not equals also to base raised to X sub 2. So, conversely, kapag naman daw sinabi natin na yung base raised to X sub 1 is equal to base raised to X sub 2, then, kapag binaba natin sa exponent, so, masasabi natin siya na yung X sub 1 is equal to X sub 2. Nakakuha niya? Okay, so mamaya mas maintindihan niyo pa din yan. Ano to? Okay, so let us consider these steps in solving exponential function. So first thing that we are going to do is ensure natin na yung both side of the equation. Sa equation po muna tayo, mamaya tayo sa inequalities. Ensure natin na yung both side of the equation has a single term. Single term. Ibig sabihin, one term lang doon sa left and then one term doon sa ating right. Okay? Pangalawa, express each side in a way that they will have the same base. So, ayusin natin yung ating magiging expression, which is kailangan both side has a common base, the same base. So, kung meron tayo ditong 9x, kailangan doon sa kabila maging 9 din siya para maging common base. Okay? Halimbawa, raised to 0. Okay? So, kailangan common yung kanya magiging base. That is the second step. And then after that, equate natin yung ating exponent. So, pagka nag-common base na siya, wala na tayong pakialam kay base. Ang papakailaman na lang natin yung kanyang exponent. which is i-equate daw natin siya. So, which is x is equals to 0. Okay, and then, combine natin yung mga like terms and simplify. So, kung ito ay may mga karuktong pa, halimbawa, x minus 2 plus equals to 0 plus blah, 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 gano'n. Then, sisimplify natin siya. Hanggang sa dumating lang tayo na ganito na lang yung magiging itsura ng ating sagot. So, then kasi, x is equal to 0. Yan yung final answer. Walang tayong simplify na gagawin dyan. Okay? Okay, pakita natin. Bigay tayo ng example. So, let us solve for x in the equation below. So, consider this equation which is 5 raised to x is equal to 625. So, sabi dito, first step, ensure daw natin na yung both side natin ay merong single term. So, this one is a single term. Isa lang naman siya. And this one is also single term. Wala na tayong problema doon. Sa second step natin, sabi dito, make the both base a common base, di ba? So, kailangan daw maging common base. So, kung ito ay 5, kailangan maging 5 lang yung ating base on sa pangalawang base. Now, kuhanin natin yung factor ng 625. Ang 625 is, ang factor niya is 5, di ba? 5 times 5, we have
25.
25.
5 times 5
5 raised to 4.
is equal to
125.
125. Then times 5, that is
625.
625. So, ibig sabihin, that is 5 raised to 4. Tama ba?
Opo.
Equal siya sa 625. So, ganyan yung magiging itsura. Now, common na yung ating base. So, dahil common na yung ating base, wala na tayong pakailan sa kanya, ang lilikotin na lang natin yung kanyang exponent. So, ibaba lang natin yung kanyang exponent. So, that's it. We have x is equal to 4. Wala na tayong simplify na gagawin dyan kasi yan na yung final answer. Okay? So, check natin kung tama. So, from the given natin equation, we have 5 raised to x is equal to 625. Substitute natin yung makuha natin value ng x sa ating variable. So, we have 5 raised to 4 is equal to 625. So, 5 raised to 4, that is equal to 625. So, that 625 is equal to 625. So, balance yung ating base. Ibig sabihin, tama yung naging ating naging final answer. Question po. Madali lang, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, kasi po madali yung given. Okay, bigay tayo ng another. So this one. So consider natin yung ating equation. We have 9 raised to 2x minus 1 is equal to 27 raised to 2x. So now, first step natin, single term. Single term naman siya parehas, both side. Now, balance natin yung ating base. So, ano kaya yung number na pwede nating sabihin, gawin para maging balance yung ating base?
9.
So, pwede, yes? Anyone? So, pakita natin siya in 3. Yung ating 27 tsaka yung ating 9, that is, may common factor sila na 3, di ba? So, yung 9 natin, we have 3 times 3. That is 3 squared. Okay, yung 27 naman natin, that is 3 times 3 times 3. That is 27. So, 3 raised to 3. Okay, so palitan natin si 9 tsaka si 27. Ito na po siya ngayon. Now, meron na tayong balance na base, which is 3. Tama ba? So, hindi na natin papakailaman ngayon si 3. Ibaba na lang natin si exponent. So, ayan na po yan. So, ito ay binabalang natin. Ito yung kinalabasan. So, ito naman, yung ating exponent dito. Ayan po, binabalang natin. Okay? So, now, simplify tayo. So, distribute natin 2 times 2x, we have 4x. Then, 2 times negative 1, so negative 2. So, 3 times 2x, so we have 6x. So, now, lipat natin sa kabila yung ating equals. Ilipat natin yung ating may variable sa kabila ng equals. And then yung wala namang variable, lipat natin sa right. So, mag-change tayo ng sign. So, meron na tayong 4x minus 2x, minus 6x is equals to positive 2. So, evaluate natin. So, we have negative 2x is equals to 2. So, divide natin siya both sides by negative 2. So, cancel natin to. So, we have x is equals to negative 1. So, checking natin. So, from the original equation na nakuha natin, na-given natin pala. So, substitute natin dito yung nakuha natin na value ng x, which is negative 1 doon sa ating mga variable. So, ganyan po yung kalalabasan. Pinalitan lang natin yung mga x ng negative 1. So, simplify natin. So, we have 9 raised to negative 3. Bakit po? So, we have 2 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2 minus 1, we have negative 3. So, dito naman, yung ating exponent, so nagkaroon na lang tayo ng negative 2. So, proceed tayo. So, we have, so dahil ito ay negative yung ating exponent, so using law of exponent, kapag may negative exponent tayo, so para maging positive siya, ibaba lang natin. So, pagka binaba natin tong 9, wala na matitira sa taas, di ba? So, which is 1 na lang siya kasi ito ay naka-times 1 siya. Hindi na natin ito pinakikita. So, 1 over 9 raised to 3. So, ganun din dito. So, binaba natin si 27 raised to negative 2. So that yung ating exponent ay magiging positive. Okay? Proceed tayo. So, 9 raised to 3 is equals to 729. And then yung ating naman 27 raised to 2, that is 729. So, balance ulit yung ating equation. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung ating final answer. Question po.
None.
Okay. So, bilisan natin. So, ito medyo mahaba to. So, we have 9 raised to x squared is equals to 3 raised to x plus 3. So, balance natin yung base. Ito lang yung lilikutin natin yung nasa left side para maging 3 siya. So, that is 3 raised to 2. So, balance na yung ating base. Baba na lang natin yung ating exponent. So, yan po. Then, evaluate natin. So, we have 2x raised to 2 is equals to x plus 3. So now, may makikita tayo ditong exponent na square. Diba? So pagka meron tayong exponent na square, so automatic, ang magiging answer natin dito is an quadratic function, a quadratic equation. So pagka may quadratic equation tayo, lipat na natin lahat sa kabila yung ating term. Wala na tayo titira sa kabila. So that's it. So, we have 2x squared minus x minus 3. So, now, kuhanin natin yung factor nito. So, ang factor niyan is 2x minus 3 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, equate natin both factor sa 0. So, we have 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then, x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, now, kuhanin natin yung magiging value ni x. So, dito sa una, we have 3 over 2, positive. And then, ito naman pangalawa, x is equal to negative 1. Question dito. Wala? O, sige. We have checking. So, sa checking natin, dito muna tayo sa mas madali. Sa negative 1 tayo. So, sa negative 1, we have, from original equation natin, ilipat natin si negative, substitute natin si negative 1 sa lahat ng x sa ating exponent. So, yan po yung kalalabasan. So, negative 1 raised to 2 is 1. And then, negative 1 plus 3. So, we have 2. So we have 9 is equals to 9. So balance yung ating equation. Okay, sunod, yun namang pangalawa, we have 3 over 2. So medyo mahaba to, pero okay lang. So substitute natin yung ating 3 over 2 doon sa lahat ng ating variable. So ayan po yung kalalabasan. So now, distribute natin itong square sa dalawang term sa loob ng parenthesis. So magkakaroon tayo dyan ng 9 over 4 kasi 3 square is 9 and then 2 square is 4. Then sunod, dito naman, kinuha natin yung kanyang common denominator. So, ang common denominator niya magiging 2. So, ito po yung kalalabasan. So, we have 3 over 2 plus 6 over 2. I hope na-gets nyo to ha. Very elementary. Yung pagkuha ng common denominator. So, by the way, kapag naman dinivide nyo to, 6 divide 2. So, 3 pa rin kalalabasan. So, yun lang yun. Okay, sunod. So, pwede na natin ngayon pag-addin yung ating dalawang exponent. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 9 over 2. Okay, so dito naman, pwede tayo, dahil meron tayong fraction na exponent, so that is also equals to radical sign. Okay? So, ayan po yung kalalabasan. Ito pong nasa baba, denominator natin ng exponent, ito po yan. Okay? Yun naman nasa numerator ng ating exponent, siya yung magiging exponent sa loob ng radical sign. I hope nagigets nyo. And then ito po, itong nasa baba na to, na exponent, ito yung nandito, square root, di ba? Hindi natin pinapakita sa square root kasi that is understood na naandyan siya, may 2. Okay? And then, yung 9 naman, siya yung nasa loob na exponent. Okay? Sunod. So, pwede natin siyang gawin na i-factor natin to, yung 9, para mag-balance. So, magkakaroon tayo ng ganyan. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 9 square. So, kapag meron tayong 9 square, ito naman ay may 4th root. So, pwedeng cancelin na lang natin to, tapos ito bawasan natin ng 2. So, magkakaroon na tayo ng square root dyan. Okay? And then, balance na yung ating magiging equation. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung ating final answer na 3 over 2. By the way, pwede nyo rin itong gawin na mas malaki. So, i-extract nyo si 3 raised to 9. So, that is 19,683. So, that i-square root nyo pa siya. Tapos, makukuha nyo dyan is 140 something. 140 point. Okay. So, di ko na pinakita kasi basta makita nyo lang na nag-balance yung ating equation. Okay na yan. Okay? So, proceed tayo. Bigay tayo ng example na nagpapakita naman ng exponential inequality. So, pero meron tayong mga rules dito. So, just the same with the equation. Same lang yung ating magiging steps. Ganun lang din. So, ensure natin na single term yung nasa magkabilaan ng ng symbol. Pangalawa, kailangan balance yung ating base. Then, ibaba na natin yung ating magiging exponent. So, solve natin yung magiging value ni x. Okay, so, pero meron tayong mga kailangan sundin na properties ng exponential inequality. So, first dito is, kapag yung ating base is greater than 1, ibig sabihin 2 pataas yung ating exponential, then yung ating exponential function is increasing. Okay? For all the x. So, this means, eto, kapag ibinaba natin yung ating exponent, kapag ganyan, walang magbabago sa ating symbol. Kita nyo? Binaba natin yung ating x, saka yung ating y. Wala nagbago sa ating symbol. Pero kapag yung ating exponential function ang ating base is nasa pagitan ng 1 tsaka ng 0, ibig sabihin naka-fraction siya, ang ating exponential function, ibig sabihin is decreasing. Then, kapag yung ating exponent ay binaba natin, yung x tsaka yung y, so yung ating symbol, mababaliktad po. Kung ito ay greater than, magiging less than po siya. So kung ito ay less than, yung ating equation, inequality, so magiging greater than yung ating resulting inequality, which is yung binaba na natin yung kanyang exponent. Nagigets nyo? Mamaya mas magigets nyo to. So number 3, kapag nag-simplify tayo ng exponential function, kapag hinanap na natin yung value ng ating unknown variable, yan. Kapag hinahanap na natin yung value ni x, so pagkaro tayo nag-divide o kaya nag-multiply both side ng negative number, and then yung inequality symbols natin, mare-reverse, mababaliktad. Pakita natin. Okay, so this one, solve natin siya. Okay. Sobra. Okay, so very basic lang tong una. So we have x, 5 raised to x is equals, is greater than or equal to 125. So kailangan balance yung ating base. So ang kailangan natin dito, we have 5 raised to 3, di ba? So yan po. So now, balance na yung base natin, lilikutin na lang natin yung kanyang exponent. So baba lang natin yung kanyang exponent. And then, iyan na po yung final answer natin. Check natin kung tama. So, doon sa ating inequalities, substitute natin yung nakuha natin. So, piliin natin yung 3. Di ba? Equals naman eh. So, greater than or equal to 3. So, 3 ang gamitin na natin. So, we have 5 raised to 3. That is greater than or equal to 125. So, 125 is greater than or equal to 125, which is correct pa din kasi meron tayong symbol na equal. Okay? Sunod. So, let us solve for x in the equation below. Ito po. So, we have 1/4 raised to 2x plus 1, which that is less than or equal to 1/32 raised to x minus 1. So, meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng pagko-compute. Kanina, pinakita natin, di ba, meron tayong mga properties na kailangan sundin. So, pwede mo siyang iwasan, pero pwedeng hindi naman. Okay, so, para ma-apply natin, pakita natin siya. So, eto. So, yung ang ating inequality to. Sorry. So, yung ating inequality na given, so, kailangan mag-balance yung ating base. So, kailangan lang natin likutin dyan, ito pong nasa denominator. Kailangan both of them ay mag-balance. So, pwede natin gamitin si 2. So, ang 4 ay factorable by 2. So, ibig sabihin that is 2 times 2. Okay? Yung 32 naman, that is 2 raised to 5. So, 5 beses tayo magta-time sa sarili niya. So, yan po yung kalalabasan. Okay? And then, so using law of exponent, so pwede nating ilabas si 2 tsaka si 5 doon sa parenthesis natin. So, ito po yung kalalabasan. Walang magbabago dyan kahit ilabas natin si 2 at saka si 5. Kasi yung atin naman numerator dito is 1. So, kahit anong number yung erase natin sa kanya, gawin nating exponent, wala pong magbabago. Okay? Sunod po. So, balance na yung ating base, di ba? 1/2. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kapag yung ating base is between 0 to 1, kapag ibinaba natin yung ating exponent, yung ating symbol, mababaliktad po. So, yan po yung kalalabasan. Nagigets? Binaba natin yung ating exponent dahil yung base natin is fraction, naka 1/2, between 0 to 1. So, yung ating symbol na baliktad, from less than to or equal, naging greater than or equal. So, proceed tayo. So, now, solve natin yung magiging value ni x. So, distribute natin yung number outside the parentheses. So, we have 4x plus 2, and then we have 5x minus 5. So, lipat natin sa kabila lahat na may variable. Lipat natin sa kabila lahat ng constant. So, we have 4x minus 5x greater than or equal to negative 2 minus 5. Simplify natin. So, we have negative x is greater than or equal to negative 7. So, magde-divide tayo both side by negative 1 para ma-cancel natin si negative. Divide both side by negative 1. So, ang kalalabasan natin, dito nag-divide tayo by negative number. Ito yung isa pa natin pinag-uusapan kanina, yung pangatlong properties. So, using the third properties, kapag nag-divide tayo both side or nag-multiply tayo both side by negative number, then, yung ating symbol, mare-reverse ulit. Okay? So, x is less than or equal to 7. Nakuha po? Okay, magbigay tayo ng example na wala tayong gagawin. I mean, iiwasan natin yung properties na yon. So, pakita natin. So, doon sa given natin kaninang inequality, ito po yon. Balance natin yung kanya magiging base, which is, ito po yung kalalabasan. Okay, so same lang siya ng first two steps na ginawa natin kanina. Now, iiwasan natin yung magre-reverse tayo ng symbol para hindi kayo nalilito. So, using law of exponent, kapag ito ay naka-over, pwede natin siya itaas, which is mapapaltan natin yung kanyang magiging sign. So, kung ito ay positive, magiging negative na siya pagka itinaas natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 raised to negative 2. Ito naman, yung sa kabila, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 raised to negative 5. So, law of exponent po. So, ito yung kalalabasan. So, wala tayong fraction. Di ba? So, now, balance na yung ating base. That is greater than 1 naman, yung ating base. So, wala tayong i-reverse na symbol. So, baba na lang natin yung kanyang magiging, yung kanyang, ang tawag dito? Exponent. Wala nangyari doon sa symbol. Same pa din. So, distribute natin yung mga term outside the parentheses. So, we have negative 4x minus 2, and then negative 5x minus plus 5. So, lipat natin sa kabila lahat na may variable. Lipat natin sa right yung mga walang variable or yung constant. So, we have negative 4x plus 5x less than or equal to 2 plus 5. So, we have x is less than or equal to 7. So, same pa din. So, any of the two computation, pwede pong gamitin. Ha? Pinakita ko lang po para hindi kayo mahirapan. Kasi ito, itong unang computation, meron tayo ditong properties na i-apply. Dito naman sa pangalawang computation, naiwasan natin yung mga properties. So, wala tayong binago doon sa kanyang mga symbol. Okay? Question po. Sa checking, ayan po. So, balance yung ating equation. So, wala po tayong problema. Okay, so any question po? Hello, may kausap pa ba ako? Okay, thank you for listening. Happy lunch. Enjoy
Thank
your
you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
po,
you, sir.
sir.